Thiruchitrambalam, Hara Hara Nama Parvati, Badaye, Hara Hara Mahadeva, Sitsavesa, Sivasidambaram, தென்னாருடைய சிவனே போற்றி எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி திருச்சிற்றம்பலம் எடுக்கும் மாக்கதை இந்த செய்யுளாய் நடக்கும் மேன்மை நமக்கருள் செய்திட தடக்கை ஐந்துடை தாழ்செவி நீழ்முடி கடக்களிற்றை கருத்துள்ளிருத்துவா உலகலாம் உணர்ந்து ஓதற்கரியவன் நிலவுலாவிய நிர்மலி வேணியன் அலகில் சோதியன் அம்பலத்து ஆடுவான் மலர் சிலம்படி வாழ்த்தி வணங்குவாம் சைவத்தின் மேற்சமயம் வேரிலை அதில் சார் சிவமாம் தெய்வத்தின் தெய்வம் இல்லனும் நான்மறை செம்பொருள் வாய்மை வைத்த சீர் திருத்தேவாரமும் திருவாசகமும் உய்வை தரச் செய்த நால்வர் பொற்றாள் எம்முயிர் துணையே. தில்லைவாழந்தனரை முதலாக சீர்படைத்த தொல்லையதாம் திருத்தொண்ட தொகையடியார் பதம் போற்றி உலையவர் புராண கதை உலகறிய விரித்து உரைத்த செல்வமலி குன்றத்தூர் செக்கிழாரடி போற்றி. ஆதாரமாகிய மாணிக்க வாசகர் பாதார விந்தம் பணிவோம். பண்டு செய்த தீதான பாவங்கள் எல்லாம் தீர்ந்து ஞானோதயம் வந்து கூடிடுமே. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். Dear devotees, welcome back to the Periyapuranam Discourse series. We have already started off with Mummayal Ulahanta Nayanar Sarukam. We covered Nayanar during the last class. So today we are going to discuss the greatness of Empiran Muruga Nayanar. Let me pay my obeisances to the lotus feet of Thiruchitrambalam and also to the 57th Pontiff of Puranam Gomathinayagam, Sri as well. By the grace of the Almighty Lord Shiva, let's go ahead and get started with Empiran Muruga Nayanar life history. Muruga Nayanar was from the great city called Thirupugalur. Thirupugalur temple has two different temples within the same temple premise. Agnishwara temple and then Vartamaneshwara temple. Muruga Nayanar Atmathamurti was Vartamaneshwara. He was worshipping Vartamaneshwara Swami. Thirupugalur is very, very auspicious for Shaivist, and lots of wonderful things happened in this temple, especially from a Periyapuranam perspective. Here is where Sundaramurti Swamigal got gold from Agnishwar. Paravayatayar asked Sundaramurti Swamigal, she needs gold to give it to the Shiva devotees. Sundaramurti Swamigal came to Thirupugalur and sang a wonderful Devara hymn, Stammaye Puhaldiche. In fact, the God gave him the gold before even he sang the song. He got the gold and then he composed this amazing Tirupadigan Thammaye Puhaldiche. Also, it's a great coincidence today, Chitra Sadayam, the Guru Puja of Saint Thiruchitrambalam Swamigal. Thiruchitrambalam Swamigal attained the lotus feet of Lord Shiva in this temple, Thirupugalur itself. Punniya unnadike podhigindren Pumbugalur neviya punniyane. So it makes me extremely happy to see this coincidence that we are going to think through the history of Muruga Nayanar, Thirupugalur, and today it's a Guru Puja of Thiruchitrambalam Swamigal as well, who attained the lotus feet of Lord Shiva on this auspicious day. The Vichekla Swami also talks about the surroundings and the water bodies of Thirupugalur, how great they were, etc. And we'll just go through some of those phrases just to think through how that really looks like. In Thirupugalur, the Vichekla Swamigal says, like the mind of servants of Lord Shiva, the brilliant white light that comes out of the holy ash they wear, it not only removes the darkness of the night, but also the dark black spots of the beautiful nectar eating winged beetles as well. So in Tirupagulur, there's a lot of devotees in Tirupagulur. They all wear the white holy ash, and the light that the holy ash generates removes the darkness not only at night, and also the black colored beetles. It also removed the darkness over the dark spots of beetle as well. So the message is it was so bright because of Shiva devotees wearing holy ash. And then he also compares another good thing with beetles and Shiva devotees. Those beetles that pour out the nectar from their mouth, because they take the honey from flower and they go and keep it in their place. So they pour out nectar from their mouths with the tuneful music. And under the beautiful mouth of the young tender birds, which are everywhere in the water bodies around Tirupagulur temple, and they also pour out another honey of gems, which is called Devara hymns. It's a honey of Devara hymns. We have seen there are many phrases in Devara hymns where the birds do sing padigams. We have seen this in Periyapuranam in Thiruvarur, where the birds sing Devaram. Also, you could see such phrases in the hymns of Trinyasambhada Swamigal Devaram as well, Triveli Miradai, where the parrots would sing, would even give the meaning of Vedas. So here the message is the beetles pour out honey from their mouth, the birds pour out another honey from their mouth, which was Padigam, Padiga Serlinde Pulimal. And then another comparison, he's comparing those beetles with devotees. As the beetles fly over the fragrant lotus flowers with the tuneful music, and the flowers will start to shed the tears. Tears means here he refers to the honey the flower has. Then the beetles will take the honey. He compares that with Shiva devotees. As the Devara hymns chants praising the Lord Shiva increase, the devotees who listen to those hymns start to shed tears as well. So beetles flying over a lotus flower, they're making a tuneful music, and then the lotus flower bloom and give honey. Similarly, the lotus flowers like faces of Lord Shiva, they listen to Devara hymns and they start shedding tears on their faces. How great it is. That means a lot of devotees in Tirupagulur, and they always worship Lord Shiva. Thiruchitrambalam. So Nayanar, Muruga Nayanar was born here in this city in the community of Vedic Brahmins. He believed that only selfless service will be rewarded by total liberation. He stood at the end of the wisdom, ஞானத்தின் கடைநிலை, end of the wisdom, and his mind melts with guiltless love for Lord Shiva. His main service was to make garlands for Lord Shiva. So he gets up before the dawn, early in the morning, and take a dip in the pure water and gather countless flowers from the garden in various baskets. He will keep them in various baskets, and he'll also collect fresh flower buds which are about to bloom, and he would string them into different kind of garlands, like in Nepali, which we usually call wreath, and short and big garlands, and so on. Make different type of garlands that he can offer to the Lord Vartamanishwar. There are 4 different types of flowers which Periyapuranam talks about, especially in Muruga Puranam. Devachakla Swami explains them. First type is flowers blooming on tree branches. which we call Kotumalar, like Kondrai, Shanbagam, big trees. Trees give flowers from the trees. Second type is flowers blooming on plants that spread over the ground, like Nandiyavatam, Vellerku, roses, and so on. Third one, flowers blooming on veins, like jasmine, mullai, and so on. Fourth one, the flowers that bloom in cold water, like lotus. So, four different types of flowers: flowers from tree branches, flowers from the plants that spread over the ground, and flowers from veins, and then flowers from cold water. So he would collect all of them and make different garlands that can be offered to Lord Vardhamanishwara. So after finishing up the flower work, Nayanar will do the archana to Vardhamanishwaran as well, and he would chant Panchakshara with deep love, and his tongue was so used to chant Panchakshara. That's what the Vichekla Swami says. Another great thing about Muruga Nayanar is that he construct a mud for the convenience of Shiva devotees. Those who come to Tirupugalur could stay in that mud, do Shiva Puja, refresh, and then go and worship Lord Shiva. Similar to how Amanidi Nayanar constructed a mud in Tirunallur. Nayanar constructed a mud in Tirupugalur. The amazing thing about this mud is that this was the mud where 6 Nayanmars gathered at the same time. We'll quickly discuss that. So we would cover that in detail in Thiruchitrambalam Puranam and some of the Swamigal Puranam. But still, we'll touch base on that today. So Nayanar is always there in Tirupugalur. He constructed the mud, and once Thirunavukkara Swamigal came from Thiruvarur, he came to Thiruvarur to worship the Lord of Thiruvarur, and then he came to Tirupugalur. At that time, Thiruñānasamutha Swamigal also came to Tirupugalur. From Tirupugalur, Thiruñānasamutha Swamigal also went to Thiruvarur and had a great darshan, came back to Tirupugalur. So we had Muruga Nayanar, Thirunavukkara Nayanar, number one, Thiruñānasamutha Swamigal, and Tirunilakanta Yalpana Nayanar was always with Thiruñānasamutha Swamigal. So we already have 4 Nayanars. Hearing about this, Tirunilakanta Nayanar from Sante Ayavanti, then Tirunilakanta Nayanar also joined these great devotees. And then Siruthonda Nayanar from Tiruchengattagudi. Siruthonda Nayanar also heard about, oh, there are 5 Nayanmars there. I should go and worship them. He also came and joined them. So 6 Nayanmars gathered in this holy land in Muruga Nayanar Math. How great it was. And what they would have discussed. Just imagine. 6 Nayanmars at the same place, what they would have done. The Vichekla Swamigal says, Tirupadiga Selundamilin Tiram Potri, Poruparayan, Madapavai, Idappagar, Potrali, Virupuடைய, திருத்தொண்டர் பெருமையினை விரித்து உரைத்து அங்கு ஒருப்படு சிந்தையினார்கள் உடனுறைவின் பயன் பெற்றார். உடனுறைவு, getting together with great devotees. It's not easy. It will happen once in a blue moon. You should have done a lot of dabas to have that experience. And when we get a chance to get together with other devotees, what we should be talking about? We should be talking about Shiva and his devotees. That's all we should do. So what they did, they praised the Lord, the greatness of the Lord Shiva, and the services offered by his great devotees. They praised his devotees, and also they praised the greatness of Tirupadiham, Devara hymns as well. And they really made the best of their time in that matter. We will discuss that in detail in Thirunagar Swami Nayanar Puranam. So Muruga Nayanar also had a great privilege to befriend the great Triyan Samada Swamigal. And he also went to the marriage of Triyan Samada Swamigal in Tirunallur Puranam. He attended the wedding function, and as all of you know, the Lord of Tirunallur Puranam, Lord Shiva, created a glowing light in Tirunallur Puranam when Triyanasanda Swamigal sang the Devara hymns, Kallur Puranam. He finished it, the light came up. And then he asked everyone to enter the light. So by entering that light, one would attain the lotus feet of Lord Shiva himself. Muruga Nayanar entered the glow of light along with many other staunch devotees of Shiva and attained the lotus feet of Shiva. That's all about Empiran Muruga Nayanar Puranam. Let's end the class for today. We will continue with Empiran Urutrapasapati Nayanar in the next class. Thiruchitrambalam என்றும் இன்பம் பெருகும் இயல்பினால் ஒன்று காதலித்து உள்ளம் ஓங்கிட மன்றுளார் அடியார் அவர் வான்புகழ் நின்றது எங்கும் நிலவி உலகலாம். திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஹரஹர நம பார்வதி பதையே. ஹரஹர மகாதேவா. சிற்சபேசா சிவசிதம்பரம் தென்னாருடைய சிவமே போற்றி. நாட்டவர்க்கும் நிறைவாக போற்றி. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.